Hello everyone, I wanted to introduce you guys to the day in the life of an archivist. So initially I do this type of work every single day, and right now I am editing finding aids, which I am, like I said, I'm looking up the history of the library, and so I'm putting together all sorts of papers and folders and boxes of like book purchases and library events, and those are the boxes. And I'm going to walk over here and show you guys some of these gray boxes where we have another photographic collection from the campus photographer from the 80s and the 90s, where he captures students, faculty, campus life, organizations, athletics, all sorts of stuff that's right now being digitized. And so this is me showing you some contact sheets of some negatives, which cannot be scanned for the project, but it's something that we are currently working on to preserve long term. And so these are more boxes of what used to be inside of those banker boxes is now in these gray, bluish, archival safe boxes. And that's initially what I've been doing for the last like 2-3 months since I've gotten hired. And these yellow vanilla boxes are also archival safe, which they're acid free, but they can get water damage. But that's besides the point. We're going to walk into the back area. And now I'm going to take you guys to the stacks where we have some rare books, and we have even more collections, at least 23 ranges of collections. And this is where we are digitizing our pictures as well in the back. And this is me. And I'm gonna do a little spin around because I was so excited to film in the back because I was in the office on my... Hello guys, this is Reading with Evie. So I wanted to make a quick little video about like my first 3 months in being a librarian, and oh boy, has a lot happened. Like, I'm no longer just a library employee. I'm literally a supervisor now. I'm a teacher now. I'm a support system now, and most importantly, I am actually taking care of collections now. Because to work in an archive, you are actually preserving documents. And most of the time, you're preserving a university's history. And so I have a very big responsibility on my shoulders, and I'm so pumped for it. Because this is something I've been wanting for the last 3 years since I started library school. And it's kind of ironic that I went into archives and special collections because I took the class just randomly. Like, I took an introduction to archival theory and policies and procedures class, and now I literally am a processing archivist in a library. Like, the dream came true. Like, I had a plan. I had a 3-year plan, and the moment before I even graduated school with my master's degree, I got a job in special collections working in cataloging, which, secret by the way, was not good in cataloging, but they trained me and I end up being very good at it now. And so everything worked out with how I got the job before I graduated. Then I waited out to get enough experience, taking enough classes and conferences to where someone took a chance on me and I became an archivist. And it is the best thing that could have happened to me. Like, literally, because not only did I get the job that I want, I moved out of state. Like, it is true what they say. You have to get out of your comfort zone and go somewhere else that is not where you're from. Like, go somewhere where people don't even know you and make a name for yourself. Because for what I'm about to do, like, I'm not just going to be preserving collections. Like, I get to work on grants, which is something I have been thinking about for a long time since my advisor told me that since I have a writing background, I should incorporate archive special collections and grant writing. And I was like, what's grant writing? So basically, I can help archives and special collections, historical societies and museums and galleries and art museums get funding. I'm like, that is the best of both worlds. So I don't have to neglect my original dream of still being a writer, still being a published author. I can still do that, but in different ways. And I get to help preserve these institutions that are poorly funded. And I'm like, that's amazing. It is amazing. There's so many more opportunities that are coming my way that it's like, really, if you do not give up, things will fall into place for you. And that's one of the best things that honestly I could have done for myself. And I'm so glad that I took that chance to try again, to keep trying. Because I had someone today ask me, hey, what's the best advice you can give me about getting out of my situation where I want to have a better job, have my own space, have more opportunities come my way? I said, keep applying till you get the job offer letter. So that means you apply to jobs every day. Like, I applied so much, I forgot what jobs I was even applying to. Like, certain institutions, like, they were all within the archivist or librarian roles. But I just applied anytime I saw something that I was qualified for. Because I have less than 2 years experience, but I have an internship under my belt, which I also fought for. And it's honestly, it was a journey to get to this point, but I had a plan and I set the plan in motion and I kept it to myself, and I was able to withstand getting a job that qualified me to have my own place to live and help me heal from the trauma of my childhood. Because living with my parents, not my childhood home, but with my parents, like, I was still in that child mindset of them like considering me that, even though I'm an adult now. And it's like, I needed time to heal. So it's like I was chasing a dream and chasing healing and peace all at the same time, and it literally took me just to keep trying, to just never give up. And that's honestly one of the best things I could have done for myself. And that's something I wanted to share with my 3-month update into being a librarian, because not only has all that been happening to me on the personal side, but on the professional side, I am still learning how to be a supervisor, how to speak to people, because I went a 1.5 years working in an office in cataloging, because you don't really deal with people in cataloging. And so now I'm back working with people, working with students, working with the public, so I got to be careful what I say and how I say it, and learn to be more patient with people again. Because I learned all these skills from when I first got into the library workplace, but I had to relearn it all over again. And it wasn't that hard. It was like a muscle memory. Because I'm a pretty chill person. I try not to let people get to me. Try not to let comments and unexpected situations get to me, because that happens all the time when you work at the library. It can be it could be a category 2 hurricane. It's not as bad, but it's still chaos can happen. And you could have one peaceful day, the next day you'll have like 10 people coming needing help and looking for information. But so far it's been pretty chill. I've been doing my job so far, and I've processed 40 collections, very small collections, and now I'm moving on to 2 larger collections that I am assessing and doing inventory. So basically I am going into the areas where these collections are placed, like the boxes, and seeing what's inside of the box, seeing what's damaged, what needs conservation, before we fully process the collections and create an arrangement of how we're going to arrange the boxes, the folders, and the items, and what can be accessible to the public. Because it's always important to know who the donors are they comfortable allowing this information to be released to the public, allowing people to view it, this, that, and the third, and also digitizing. So there's so many things to consider, and so much I have done in 3 months. Like right now I'm doing my quarterly report for the 2nd term, and I'm like, man, I've done a lot. And I've done travel, because I am allowed to do professional development travel, so I can go to conferences, I can go to workshops, and even learn even more knowledge that I've already gained in school. But it has been about 2 years since I was in library school, so there's probably more policies, more practices that have evolved since then, because archives are always changing. It's always evolving along with technology, because institutions are behind. They need to digitize their materials, and that's where we come into play. And I do plan on getting the Society of American Archivists digital archive digital archivist certificate so that I can be certified in the digital aspect. Even though I already have one certification, I wouldn't mind getting two, because it can work out in my favor for like long term, because I have found the field that I do like working in, and I incorporate my skills of writing that I've always done my entire life. And if I add that one more component of digital archiving, I can have a long-term job security for however long I want to do this, or until whenever I start having kids and really decide if I want to stay where I am or be on the journey with my kids and become a school librarian. But that's for the future to decide. I'm only 28 years old. Like, I just got to this point, but I don't really plan on creating a family no time soon. But it's like, that is a thought I've had for the future, but it's for the future. This is the present. And this is 3 months into me becoming a librarian. And I am excited, because it's an HBCU. I can only imagine what it's going to be like when I actually get to implement creating a community archive, so that I can help the families of the community have their stories be told the right way. And I'm so excited. So I definitely wanted to reflect upon my journey so far, and I hope you guys stay tuned in for the next episode. Have a good day.